The World Electronic Sports Games now enters the crucial final stretch. The American qualifiers kick off on February 1st. And during 4 intense match days, the best teams of the region will battle for $233,000. And more importantly, the highly sought-after slots at the Grand Finals in China. The best of the best will play for the championship title from the 12th to the 18th of March in Haiku at the WESG Grand Finals and $3,920,000 prize pool. Cheer for your country and join WESG.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. And I think it's been a bit of a longer day for you. I've just sort of like rolled up. It's all pretty good. We've got the American Eagles facing off against CLG Red. A little bit of a sort of, I felt like it's a revenge story. It's like Potter, she's left, she's moved on, she's found another team, and CLG Red have come to pummel her into the ground. That's what I'm looking for, at least. I'm hoping that. Well, actually, I don't know who I want to win this one. I know who you think's going to win.
Yeah.
I feel like you're the expert, and I probably should let you talk. But I don't know. I love the name of sort of the American Eagles. I feel like there's a little bit of pride there, even though I'm not American. But I think everybody's a little bit American now after Cloud9 won the major. So I'm sort of just looking at that name and going, I want to be there. Also, Ray's picture. That's how I feel. It's on a day-to-day basis. But anyway,
that's how Hugo and Niels feel after they realized the match is going to be delayed up for 2 hours. Well, bad luck.
Bro, what do you think, Josh? How do you think this map one's going to go? Is it going to be a close affair, or is it just going to be CLG Red, obviously the only team that I know of who is an actual team of players? Obviously, recent changes made, but they are not a mixed team that's just come together for this. Do you think it's going to be as easy as it probably should be?
The map they played before was the best one in the group stage, and that was a 16-1 on Train. And CLG Red, they didn't even go for Train, and American Eagles also didn't ban it. So they banned it in the second rotation. So CLG Red even has a better map than that, and that is Cash. And it already tells the story. I feel like Cash is going to be a victory for them, and if American Eagles has a chance, then on their own map pick. And CLG Red overall, even though they lost one match against the Canadians, those damn Canadians, that's their name. That's their actual name.
Of course it is, Josh. Of course it is, Josh. It's rude. Toxic.
Those damn Canadians. No, but CLG Red overall, the players had a great performance, and especially Emmy. I was looking at this tournament, and Jennifer and Emmy were the replacements for Miss Harvey and Claudia back then when CLG Red made some huge changes coming in as talents, and they were both performing really well. And of course we have Promise 9K, who was the top performer on Silhouette, joining them as well as a support. And Benita moving to in-game leading, Diane moving to being the AWPer. And of course then we have American Eagles, and I felt like Potter wasn't initially in this team. And she came into this team when CLG Red needed to make a change because Potter joined Raz Gaming. So they were just like, yeah, Potter, you're out of the WSG qualifier as well. No, I'm not sure what was going on there, but they were kind of switching 3 players around between the American teams, and they had a player named Thea before. And I always felt like weird. Why is Potter in this lineup? Because you have 2 main AWPers with Emily and Potter. But Potter actually has been the best performer on this team, though, if you look at the HLTV stats.
Yeah, no, I think especially, well, for me it has been a while in female counter. Well, a couple of days ago, realistically, but that was the South American stuff, and I feel like their level isn't quite there as of yet. But I do still remember the sort of core of Dignitas actually taking down CLG, earlier in the, actually I suppose it was last year now.
Yeah, it was last year.
I've forgotten what year it is. But yeah, at the Intel Challenge, and
it's 2019.
I was impressed. At least, like, Artstar definitely impressed me. Emily did trigger me a bit with the use of the P90. Like you said, she's a main AWPer. I'm not so sure because I've seen that P90 come out more times than the AWP whenever I've casted her, at least. But I do still think that they could put up a decent fight here versus CLG. However, I'm not going to go against you because you are the expert. Actually, no, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going with American Eagles.
That's what I thought as well. I thought they're going to have a good chance against them, and then I saw they got beaten 16-1.
Either way, Milk. It's going to be starting things off. It's looking pretty good already for the American Eagles, but it has just been a fake. However, these fakes can go very wrong already. Emily going to find a trade, and that is enough. But Emmy with 2 has at least brought this round back into contention. 3-player rotation will be coming in. Only 2 remaining over on the T side. They have got the bomb down. The bomb is ticking away, but Milk has managed to find the kit along the way. Emmy is going to go down, and now it's left all onto Newbie. Promise to try and hold on to things. Finds the first and the second, but the third will not quite come. Ray finishes the round, and the pistol at least will be going the way of American Eagles. And so they have matched last time.
Yeah, that's pretty good already, right?
That's well, it's almost an improvement. You'd expect it to be an improvement, though, because in these sort of rounds, CLG Red, unless they're very, very confident, are not going to be buying too much.
Yeah, in before they win this round with a save, and then win 16-1.
You're hoping they make me look stupid, basically. That's what you're talking about.
No, they got the bomb plant at least. Need more impact on the A side to actually make this a round for them, but in the end they're gonna focus on the 3rd round, having a flash ready while the other players stack up towards Squeaky. Aim is to get the bomb plant. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Promise 9K, the only one getting a frag here, and American Eagles.
They got 2.
Yeah, they got 2.
See, my prediction's going well so far, Josh, and just making you look foolish. Like,
exactly,
I've just come in here, make a prediction, already 2-0, basically in the bag. Although now comes the buy. Promise could actually drop an AWP here, although wouldn't allow her to have any utility at all, and they're going to have a better buy no matter what. And the fact is, over on the CT side, they will not have enough money to properly buy into the next round anyway. So they really need to either do a hell of a lot of damage or win the round, and they really don't have the best buy to do it.
But they're gonna push for A, and that's gonna be interesting to see how this is working out. You see that very often right now from especially American Eagles, when they have this kind of a SMG round, weak buy, they're just gonna push out somewhere trying to catch their enemy off guard. But in this case, Jennifer was ready, got 2 kills, but they found 2 kills themselves, and Ray almost catching Benita there. At least has the information, and the others still need to cross, and Milk is there as well. Here's the steps, takes down Jennifer. Emmy with the refrag.
Yeah, they're going to be back into a 2 versus 2. However, the weaponry definitely favors the T side. The only problem is there's still a decent amount of utility actually for the CTs. A couple of incendiaries, which will be used to clear out the site. Going to try and push both of them off. Emily taking the peek, and the spray is completely missed by Benita. The MP7 winning at range, and Emmy is just going to have to plant the bomb safe. Both players will now come pushing onto the angle and actually deny the plant as well. AK should be retrieved, and the American Evils... Ooh.
Evils. Yeah.
Sounds a little bit more spicy. Eagles even have managed to steal a way around, and the great thing about that is because they didn't have all the rifles bought up, they've actually made a huge amount of money. Emily even going to go for an AWP. I'm not sure I agree with that purchase, not based on the fact
should have been a
AWP.
P90 to be honest.
Shut up. I would have just recommended buying an SMG just because you know that CLG Red aren't going to be buying into this round. It's more just, from my perspective, a risk not really worth taking, because if you hand over an AWP, some real damage can be done. Just like that nade. Benita has just eaten that one, down to 10 HP, and Potter is looking to farm her old team, making some cash. Spray down in, Potter will get 3, and that is a huge amount of money already. But, well, this is just a question for me at least. Has it been Emelite or Potter, or is it just whoever has the cash, or do they both pick up the AWP? Like, is it anything specific?
It was Emelite.
Okay.
They also had a matchup against those damn Canadians, which they lost.
That's just a great name. It makes the casters just look rude every time. Those damn Canadians.
Yeah, but they had their struggles against them. It was a 16-8, if I remember that correctly, and they really found rounds when they both were opping, so we might see them going for a double op setup later on. Emily, though, right now, the one on the op. Oh, smoke coming in, just to throw her off. Still going for the peek. Random shot, but now they're aware. Now that they know she has the op, they're just gonna push in. Ooh. And wow, that was clean.
Yeah, nice shot from Emmy, already finding the first. Ray desperately trying to find something back, but Emmy's got 2. And now, well, this is where the CT side have a decision to make, because getting back into this round is very difficult. They only have 1 incendiary. Artstar will, however, find a quick kill, which may just give them an attempt back into this round. But the B site, very difficult to retake. If they keep the weaponry they have, they will have enough money to buy. I think Potter had a stupid amount of money still left in the bank, so that shouldn't be a problem. The main thing here is, can they at least make it very costly for CLG Red? Not allow them to build up too much cash, maybe take a gun or two out of there and just really make things difficult. However, it's not going well so far. Artstar will get one. Actually, Potter's found another one quickly with Promise so low on HP. She may just be able to get back onto the site. Even picks up the AWP shot. Not going to be hit. Hits the second with the P250. However, the bomb is going off. Potter will die. Promise will die as well, though, as she was so low on HP. And now the interesting thing is how much money's left. The CTs have loads. This is the ideal chance for a reset. Actually very well done by American Eagles, because to take every weapon out of their hands in, what, a 3v5? That's brilliant. They do, however, have to win this round.
Definitely do. Both of them have to. So let's see what CLG Red has ready and set. Winning their first round. Really excited about Emmy showing off yet again, because she's basically just running around and finding entries. And from what I heard, Jennifer is the entry fragger, but Emmy is just like, I do whatever I want. And
who's Jennifer? Don't you mean Riffine?
Riffine. Yeah. We also don't mean it's not Cutler. It's Reltuck. Yeah, and it's not.
And whatever Ethan's is.
Yeah, Ethan.
Someone smarter can work out what Ethan is backwards, because that is not me.
Is it like nutty
it's actually
or
something?
Right?
He's been a nutty boy. Either way, CT side going to go for a fair bit of aggression. Emily already catches another player off, and it's not looking good for the T side. One player left. It will be Emmy. Well, good luck. Bomb in mid. Actually, only one player really watching it. They could have a wonderful crossfire here. Molotov will be there to just burn it down. They actually have every single spot on the map watched by at least somebody. Milk making sure pushing through A will be very difficult. The same can be said for Ray Ray. And she's even on the boost. That's just mean. That is actually just mean. Being on the boost in a 1 versus 4, the chances of Emmy checking this are so slim. If she does, greatest player of all time, I'd just like to add, because in these sort of situations when the bomb is down, I have no idea why anybody would be up here. And as said, just mean. Milk with an utterly awful position. I had to do it once. There had to be one Milk joke in there. But the thing is, they'll go off very quickly.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. There's a player called Milk in the server.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to avoid Elite. Like, that's the one that's... That name triggers me. But either way, pistols for the T side. Deagles, a chance to do some damage. And actually going to be 2 players over towards the back of the A side. This, again, it's not something that would be expected. If you spot a player over towards quad, Potter, I'm liking the confidence, but this time she has been punished. Only an MP9, so it's not the end of the world.
but yeah.
She really wants to take the fight to her old team. I like it. I wonder if she's pumped up for this game, because it is literally, you can knock your old team out of a tournament with a team you're not even playing for. Like that would be wonderful for her, I imagine. Although I think she is still friends with them.
Yeah,
this is just me building a storyline.
Yeah. Gotta keep it exciting by telling lies.
That's basically my life, really.
Isn't that what Trump is doing?
I hope he's telling lies with some of the stuff he says.
Who knows?
Hashtag America.
There's a big button I have here. That's way bigger.
Ooh. Okay, Artstar still going to be having to hold down this side. The bomb actually rotating around. They've taken a lot of map control here. Die pushing all the way over towards the truck. Emily not wanting to get caught off. And he's going to push into middle, and Promise should be caught. Okay, eventually. It works out.
Oh, fine.
It's just going to be Emily playing the info game. That's what that was. She was like, okay, I'm just going to be spotter. You know, that what game is that where you can like tag people? I think that might be Gears of War. It's like you can look at someone and you click a button and it puts a little marker above their head.
Okay.
And that's normally what you get the rubbish player to do.
Oh, yeah. That would be me.
But that's what we use you for in CS, Josh. Just okay, Josh, you go that way and then just scream. And then if Josh dies, then we know that there's somebody coming.
Exactly.
It's back to just Glocks again. How are you feeling at the moment, Josh? You put a lot of eggs in that CLG basket. Oh, nice cleanup. Ray don't know how she survived that long. A lot of bullets sprayed. There's only going to be 1 kill. Not too bad. CT side still building cash. 7-1 up at the moment. They are looking very strong indeed.
Yes.
Josh does not want to be wrong to me. Like that is your worst nightmare, isn't it? It's just me being right in a game where I don't really know too much.
Oh, I mean, CLG Red still could pick up a
No,
round.
they definitely could. They definitely could.
I think it's still got to be scared about CLG Red as soon as they find into the game and feel confident that they could just run over American Eagles.
Who is the player that will do that for them, though? Who do you think is going to be like the cold zero that will just kick them into gear?
It's going to be Emmy. Like, she has been really good, and she had some really nice shots earlier as well.
Okay, so Emmy is who we're keeping an eye on, and Potter. Potter still trying to edge around the smokes, looking for that opener, and we'll find it as well already. Promise will be down another for Elite as well. Not looking good for the T's in this round either, and just look at the aggression, the confidence from the CT side. They've been taking different portions of the map. Elite even falling back. And while Jennifer, you are alone once again. It's been an absolute shutdown of a round, and CLG, they really do need to build into this one. Jennifer at least does a little bit of damage and takes Elite's head clean off as well. They could at least make this one a little bit costly. A 1v5, I'd be very impressed. But damage is still key. A second player drop, looking for the third as well, but this time Milk will be there to trade things out. AWP saved as well. 3 players still surviving, and plenty of cash for the American Eagles. And that's one thing that CLG Red just don't have as a luxury, is once again, we're just going to have to look for some pistols.
Somehow they're allowing American Eagles to play their game. I have too much respect. I don't know how they have so much respect of them when they beat them on train 16-1, and now they play such a game where they just let them push out everywhere, underwear where a player could be. I mean, the kill in middle was just far too easy to get for Potter. There should be at least refig potential, and then there's a player pushing out of Toxic, getting a free frag as well, giving them so much map control early on. You can see it yet again. They're boosting up a player right now. But it still could be around CLG Red does some damage, even though they're just on pistols.
With a bomb plant. That's what they're really looking for. Make some extra money. They do have the loss bonus built up behind them. Ray actually goes down to a Glock. Get Glocked, and now Milk is looking to try and come back in. They will be getting the bomb down. That's something at least. Still going to be planted safe, though, even though they had plenty of time, and already it is just down to Juan. It's Benita left. Potter is just wiping her old team out. That's already going to be 9-1. However, there will be an abundance of cash for the T side going into this round. Shouldn't have any trouble buying whatsoever. In fact, they could have invested quite a bit more in the last one, but Die already purchases up an AWP. Now, there has been a lot of aggression coming out from American Eagles, so having an AWP just posted up on one of the angles really could work out for them. We saw the push coming in from Ray all the way to upper B. Nobody holding a lot of these spots, and they actually go for a double AWP setup, so I'm expecting a lot of patience in this round from CLG Red. Try and counter all the aggression that's been coming out from American Eagles. Once again, oh, there you go. Already, the player on B, Potter, is down. And that's a decent start. Now the T's don't really have to go for anything over aggressive, can be a little bit more patient. Wait for a reactive play, because that's what American Eagles have to do now. They have to try and find themselves a quick way back into the round.
But right now, it seems like they're playing it rather slowly. Wanna let CLG Red do whatever they wanna do. Milk tagged down to 20 HP as well. She wasn't once, and Promise 9K is in mid. And we have the other players all lined up towards main and Squeaky. Arthur going for a push, gonna get refragged. Now it's only Elite on side, and if CLG Red plays really fast, they should take that over very easily. Gave Milk time to rotate though. No, Elite is gonna get refragged as well. And Milk goes down, and it's only Ray left alive. Making that another round for CLG Red. And this time, they found this early kill. Then Artstar was going for aggression. Played it a bit slow, but they got an important refrag on the AWP as well, and from there on, it was their round, because Milk got tagged up by Promise 9K in mid as well.
Well, it's somewhat expected what American Eagles tried. Like, Elite's push was basically just because, okay, we've lost a player, we need to get back into the round. She does find one, but really she was hoping for some sort of multi-frag or just a kill with no return. Either way, double AWP now in. We spoke about obviously the huge potential of this in this team, because Potter is normally a primary AWPer, and we expect her to be a primary AWPer in a new team as well. We are going to have already boost into the vent. Die gets tagged very low indeed. 20 HP, the AWP of Elite doing damage to start. The secondary AWP is going to be somewhat solo over towards B. Of course, it's a little bit different when you have a player boosted in vent. It's quite a nice strategy to have early, but it isn't going to last. The Molotov forces her out of position. Already a complete dry push from Benita, just hoping to find something here, and they still haven't revealed the position of Milk above, which was previously used, but only in a round where there was only one player left. So it hasn't properly been utilized by American Eagles. And I am liking how sort of dynamic their CT side seems to be. We're seeing aggressive plays traded in by different presence in middle. You've had vent pushes, you had players up close. It does seem like in terms of their cash structure, they're pretty damn good.
Definitely are right now. CLG Red, on the other hand, they're making weird plays like Benita just walking out of a... trying to just play with the luck, getting lucky and finding a kill, but in this case they won't. Getting a trade here, now they're gonna push into A. Can Artstar hold them off? She's on her own, and she's gonna line them up! Getting 2 kills way too easily. And now it's all up to Promise 9K in a 1 versus 3.
You could say it is promise and a prayer, because she has an awful lot to do. 51 HP, 1 flashbang, peeks out, takes down Emily. No trade available. They didn't actually know that she hadn't crossed the site, but look at the time. She's going to have to go for this bomb plant, and I imagine the CTs will just go running straight in to get this kill. Nothing that can be done from Promise. The time was against her, and now we come to another sort of worst-case scenario position. They've got a bit of extra money, which is something at least. That's the only real benefit that they can probably force into this round, and yeah, they will. I think Benita should be able to drop an extra rifle and at least make it so that they have, I'm going to say 4. I don't think they'll have anything more than that, and then after that it is another straight reset for them, and it will be just an awful situation to be in. 11-2 and then no money. They have to win this round.
And I feel like at this point CLG Red should just try the luck with going for a push altogether, a coordinated push. They should have the communication when there's a lot of chaos, because they have been playing as a team
or
for
smoke
3
setups
weeks now. We're going to split towards B, so that's actually fairly fast. Slowing down a little. Potter is going to get the first refrag, but Ray is still doing some damage. Still slowing them down. Rotation is coming in. Finally, they're going to get the frag. Emolite not quite killing a player here. And letting them onto the bomb side as well. Molotov is going to force it off as well, so they can set up an after plant.
Yeah, Emolite hoping for a few shots through the door. Molotov will deny Emolite even longer. At least the time is burning away. Not a whole lot of utility for either side, but the 2 incendiaries on the CTs is what will make things a little bit more interesting. The problem is they do have to check underneath that heaven position. We are going to see Promise forced a little bit. Benita's going to go for the peak and actually loses her life. They know where the remaining players are. Artstar with another turned into the 1 versus 1 and still has that incendiary. Going to look to try and force her out and wins the 1v1 as well. Orp shall be saved. Okay. Oh my god. The ultimate 1G. I'm out. I am out. I'm done.
No.
That was the most unnecessary thing ever.
No way that that's just happened, and they're even going for the pause. Yeah, that's a tactical one.
I genuinely got nothing.
I don't think American Eagle takes it that serious at this point. They're probably just taking the pause because they bursted out laughing. I bet that just happened. They're just laughing. They're just like, okay, we need to take a pause. We need to calm down.
I can't believe.
Oh, it's a tactical one.
Well, did she just break her monitor or something, or her arms, or I don't know how. Like with Summits, at least he was low HP. She actually just.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is gonna be on Reddit.
Oh God. They've played so well, but I can't forgive that.
Promise is just like easy.
Yeah.
All planned.
I'm speechless. The technical pause couldn't have come at a worse time, because that is not much leaves me speechless, Josh. I'll be honest. I'm very good at talking a load of rubbish and filling gaps, but when somebody wins a 1v1 and then runs into a Molotov and kills themselves to lose the round that would have completely reset CLG Red, it's very difficult to have the words to say.
Yeah. I mean, at least Summit 1G isn't alone anymore.
We can be alone together. There you go. Wow. luckily, the technical pause seems to have done, although it still says it on the screen. We will have the clock ticking down, and both teams are going to be investing into this round once again. Double AWP setup. Still a better buy by far for the CT side, but yeah, we'll see if they can rectify that. Artstar is still top of the board, even after killing herself, so has been playing very well. We have to give her that.
Yeah.
But that is still one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Elite, they're switching it up again.
No
I
way.
do love how dynamic their CT side is. Just every single time a different position. Now they're just going to try and force the issue. Milk up close, does a lot of damage, takes down 2, eventually runs out of bullets, but Elite is still here in the backlines. It may not matter if Artstar hands them around, because Elite will take 3. And 11-3 it is. CLG Red, they were handed a lifeline. And yeah, it doesn't seem to have mattered too much. They're going to have to force the issue with pistols in this round, and I hate to say it, but they haven't even really arrived on this map. I can't say anything else.
They're completely steeping. I mean, American Eagles, they're dynamic, but it's also far too easy in how they can always make plays, and CLG Red isn't expecting it. I mean, at one point, you just got to say, like, Emulate peeking Squeaky, that's something which could happen, and Jennifer's just running into it like that, completely unaware. So that was really weird already. And then
well, I think it's more just there's been no punish. So for American Eagles, they've got no reason to stop doing this because no one has stopped them. Either way, Ray in the vent. They've started to expect that at least, but now they don't really have the weaponry or the utility to deal with it. This is where you normally just throw a Molotov forcer out of position. They have done that actually multiple times to remove Ray from the vent, but this time they can't. It doesn't matter though. Lovely shot from Jennifer.
Nice.
And we'll at least give the opening this time. They still got a chance of an 11-4. Emmy desperately wanting that rifle, and Artstar denies. It's not only her feet that are on fire at the moment.
We're gonna milk that all day long.
It's hard to forget.
Oh well. American Eagles gonna take this 12-3, and who would have thought? Train maybe would have been the better map pick considering the last scoreline.
Hey, you never know. Maybe it's all the CT side. That's what they've been ready for.
It's all psychological. They're just like, okay, we're gonna lose on purpose, and then in the second half we win 16-12, and they're gonna feel really, really bad.
But this is an impressive performance from American Eagles. Every single player has stepped up. Everybody above 10 kills. I think Elite is currently at the bottom, and she has definitely had multiple standout rounds. We saw it just moments ago with the AWP. So, yeah, a very good showing. And, of course, the one thing about this sort of NA qualifier that's brutal is that only one teams go through. And CLG Red are the ones expected to take that slot all day long, I imagine. So
yeah, definitely. Either them or those damn Canadians. Yeah. Those damn Canadians.
So yeah, this is a worrying prospect. It is only map 1, of course. It's a better. We are now into our best of 3 stage.
And you would expect CLG Red to have a better map pool here, so they should be prepared for the next map as well. But this was their map pick, Cash, and just feel like they should win this easily.
Either way, we are going to be getting into our second pistol. Couple of smokes picked up for the T side alongside a P250. Interested to see where they will be going with this, because we normally see, of course, the cross smoked when heading towards the A site. Wonder if they'll maybe smoke off the other side as well, and then look to actually just get close with the Glocks. That is where they have the biggest advantage, or just even use it for after plant positions. In terms of the CT side, we are going to see a couple of players actually over towards this A site, 1 in mid and 2 on B. So a fairly standard round, but here we go. Yeah, both smokes have been thrown in, allowing them to get a little bit closer. Ray will find one. It's only a trade. And actually it's a smoke to allow them to go for an open plant. I really like that. That's a great smoke. It means that once they have cleared the site, nobody can stop them planting that bomb.
Yeah, and additionally, it also isolates the players on the site, so they can take them down easily. No one wants to really push that smoke. And
I don't actually think I've seen that before.
I've seen it before.
I've not seen it often.
Yeah, it's not used that often.
Maybe not in a pistol round as well. And that is, I like that. That is a great pistol strategy.
Yeah, definitely.
And American Eagles have now got themselves a 13-3 lead. And this may mean that it doesn't matter how good CLG Red's CT side is. We may not see it.
Yeah, that's true. And there's the chance they win this round now with the force buy. That's
you keep hoping, Josh. You keep hoping.
It's their only hope, kind of. My only hope for this map, right?
What was it? Did you say 2-0 to CLG Red, right?
Yeah, maybe.
We all know that predictions are just luck, but with me it's obviously skill. Now, we are going to have T-side all gathered up, every single player edging their way over towards this B-side, but there's 3 players around the area. Of course, Benita is in mid, Emmy up very close, and will take down Potter. That's an AK on the floor. However, there's plenty of players looking to deal with it. Another kill comes in, but Ray's there to trade effectively, and Benita has made a lot of noise in that vent, so it should be expected that she is there, but she's still winning the battles as well. Even if they win this round, it's been very costly, and there's a decent chance for the CT side to actually take this one home. Bomb will be planted. Again, I think that's planted safe. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. Every single bomb plant on the B side so far in this game has been planted safe, even though it is the worst position to plant the bomb, because it means that most of your other spots are completely useless. Artstar not quite going to hit the spray, but does manage to take down Die. Looks for another. Has to be careful of Benita, and will be all onto Emily. The SMG Queen finds one, but Benita is there to trade. You are correct, Josh. They will bounce back in this second round. And yeah, I feel like American Eagles are going to be kicking themselves a little bit after that one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That was the round to get onto the road.
Well, pretty much the round that was theirs to end the game.
Yeah, exactly. So, with this, CLG Red keep themselves in the game, picked up a FAMAS, and... No, wait, they bought the FAMAS. picked up the Galil.
Josh.
They picked up a FAMAS from the T side.
You've been up a long time. I can cut you a little bit of slack with that one. They did not pick up a FAMAS.
Yeah, they picked up a Galil. Yeah, makes sense.
But I like this from the T's. They know that they have a lot of rounds to play with. They got the bomb down in the previous. They've got just over that 2,000 marker. So they're going to save for one round, make sure that they can buy into the next, and just try and get a bomb down on A. That is the main game here. However, already multiple players. Up above will be Jennifer, gets one. And actually, it's going to be a trade in at least. If they can get a kill or 2 more, there's going to be a decent chance to get that bomb down. However, Benita's dropped it on the cross. Her dying may be the key to the bomb going down. Rotation will be coming in from the rest. I don't know how they've got 3 kills with the P250s. However, the bomb will not go down. But that is a lot of damage done.
Yes. That is just looking like them shaking. I don't even know. That's not the CLG Red I know. Like, you gotta hit those shots against Nico. And you allow them.
You're letting Josh down.
No, but
you
normally wouldn't like. You changed. But you can't let them push in like that. Give them all the side control, then they flank you, get another kill. Somehow they were whiffing all the shots. It was just really weird because you don't expect it from them. But anyways, American Eagles now on a glass cannon up on an elite.
This is a bare bones buy.
Yep.
You almost nothing in terms of utility. But they do still have the AKs. The same can sort of be said for the CT side. They've got a couple of kits, and Promise has gone down to a FAMAS just to make sure that they do have all of the extra utility on her at least. However, again, we're in a situation where if CLG Red even drop around here, they could be dropping out of this first map. They just don't have the financial stability in this situation, and Ray's already going to run in and get 1 kill. However, the trade will be there. Emily, Glock all the way, takes down Benita. Leaves it down into a 4 versus 3. However, they are going to be pushing into the more heavily defended site. 2 players ready and waiting. Promise on the site itself. Emmy will be able to look to come in on the flank. They've got to deal with her in that back box position, and they've already failed twice, almost a 3rd time as well. Emmy may have just saved them in this round. A Die is waiting for Potter, lurking in the back lines, and only Milk is there to try and hold on to this. The flames, oh, she's burning too.
At least it wasn't her own.
Yeah, at least it wasn't her own. 13-6. Emmy helping the survival of Counter Logic Gaming Red. That is a mouthful and a half. I'm not going to do that again. And the T's are left in a position. Couple of pistols, again, they can buy that. If they can do as much damage as last time, brilliant. But Emmy is there just to go, okay, this is where I make some money. This is where we start building up that CT side economy, because if we're going to string this many rounds together, we need to start making some cash.
Yeah, she's going to push for sure, 'cause she doesn't even have nades. She's just like, gonna take 3 frags, die, and you're gonna rotate, take the rest of the frags easily. Let's see. how many she can actually take.
Perfect. Oh, okay.
What?
Only one. And now Promise, if she goes down again, no, it's going to be a bomb plant at least.
way.
This is so much damage just being done. There we go. That's the more standard plant. Thank you very much. Well done, Milk. Now, well, let's see how much they realistically can do. Just remember, nothing invested in this round. They've already made $800 per player, 4,000 total. Yes, I can do very basic maths. And now it's all about damage. They even remove one more weapon, and I would say this is a hugely successful round. Pop Flash is going to be coming in. Ray Ray is up close, just waiting, but will go down. However, they're now into a 2 versus 1. It's left all on Dai. She has an AWP. This is the worst weapon to have in this scenario, and she is forced to save. It's some Glocks, some P250s, and a little bit of pace, and that is enough for American Eagles to take a round from CLG Red. What is going on? The only benefit that they've had is the bomb has now helped them with getting an extra kill.
And they saved the op. I don't even know what's happening with CLG Red right now. I mean, it was pretty nice though by American Eagles as well, gotta admit, because Emmy was waiting for the flash and was looking like they all flashed out. She gets 1 kill, you think that she's gonna spray that into more, and she instantly gets refragged. And out of that, there was only one lone player on the B side, overwhelmed her as well. But she couldn't even find a frag, and that's something you really want to have.
It was only a lone player because they killed the other one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, the pushing player. That was the second player.
Yeah, no.
Like, unless they're stacking B, Josh, you're not going to have that much more
Yeah,
than
no.
two.
She was getting left alone because Emmy got refragged.
Oh, it's not going well, is it?
Alstar just cleaning up here. She's going to boost up Potter, but I think...
I like this.
Yeah, but Emmy heard that. And Emmy is just like, hey, can I be part of this? And they're like, nope.
Already. That's the B site completely open, by the way.
Yep.
Bomb actually going to be pushing towards middle. They should realize this, but Dai's actually found another. So there's a chance now for the CT side, especially with the extra weaponry that's going to be picked up. Again, it will be another bomb plant at least. Potter and Milk looking to try and hold on to this round. Jennifer should be able to find some sort of weapon. I'm sure there should be one in middle at least, but she's actually going to play a little bit more of a bait role. Only has the Deagle, peeks in, and that works perfectly. Potter now going to go down. It's all on to Milk. 1 versus 3, trying to hold on to the site, finds the first, peeks out, gets the second as well. Dai has to end her, but once again, it's so very close. A nice attempt from Milk. But luckily, Dai, with that saved AWP, we saw her running away in the last round, and it was worth it because she wins them the round.
Yeah, definitely was. But yet again, another round where you think, okay, Zidrat, they're on an eco now.
Do you force here, though?
Oh, yeah.
American Eagles.
I mean,
1 player surviving.
Oh, they're going... That's probably a tactical one.
You got 1 player survived. Milk can buy. Emily can buy an AWP. Artstar can buy an AK with no head armor. The other 2 could go for some SMGs, and you know that your opponent's economy is weak. However, you're still in the lead, and you only need 2 rounds. Josh, buy or not to buy?
I would say you buy. If you buy now, you're gonna go on map point.
Good thing that we have the flags to tell us which team took the tactical pause. It's the Americans, Josh.
Yeah,
it's the Americans.
That's actually...
Oh
my god.
I want to say it was American Eagles.
Yeah, me too.
But after the atrocity of the last couple of rounds, it could have been CLG Red. So basically what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is
we have no clue.
I have absolutely no idea. But if I was hedging my bets, I'd say American Eagles because they had the decision of whether or not to buy. They decided against it. They're going to go for some pistols, once again do some damage. Now, with just Glocks, they managed to win a round and kill 3 people. This time they have some CZs, they have a couple of smokes, and there's only 1 player on A. This is going to be difficult. Benita has been boosted up, though. The flank is already coming in. Molotov going to be thrown down. If they get rid of Dai, that's another bomb plant at least, but the rotation this time is much, much quicker. Milk will be getting 1, has to try and dance for her life, and actually Jennifer hits 2 with the USP. Much better from CLG Red. They managed to hold down the site. Only 1 player lost. That's the first bit of money they've actually been able to build over the last 4 rounds. But there's another buy coming, and it should have an AWP as well.
Yeah, this time they have the full buy, and good hold by CLG Red though. If they build up some money, they still can get into overtime as long as they find into the game. Could, of course, also win it 16-14, who knows. But right now, I'm still not convinced. American Eagles really looking like the better team on cash. CLG Red, I also feel a bit more confident, especially with the boost in the last round. You can see they tried those things they actually probably wanted to do. They probably had a lot of stuff prepared on the T side as well when that executed this. And Emmy, that was sick.
Get ruined. 2 players left. The one thing that you do have to mention though about CLG Red, okay, they've lost some silly rounds. They've come close, but they have been slowly building their way back into the game. The distance is now only 6 rounds. I say only. There's only 2 needed for American Eagles to win, but momentum is a massive thing in Counter-Strike. If you can string rounds together, okay, you're going to be questioning why you've lost so many players, but at the same time, you look at that scoreboard and you see that number growing, and your opponents are going to see it slowly diminishing in value. That is going to be a huge confidence booster, and this round already looking bleak. 45 seconds left as they look to try and push towards that highway position. Milk will be able to find one in return. Elite is only on 2 HP, so has to be very careful here, and the bomb is now going to be dropped on the site. Elite can't do anything, and Ray is left all alone. Manages a first, but not anything more. 5 rounds the difference. Money again going to be an issue for the American Eagles. And do you believe, Josh?
They missed to pick up the ARP, but yeah, you can definitely believe at this point because CLG Red's gonna go it.
Oh, you said you can believe. I'm asking you personally.
Yeah.
Do you believe?
Yeah, I believe.
Would you put soap on it?
No, not anymore.
Not after the 2 bites. That was enough for Josh. I'll get you again one day. I'll get you again one day.
No way.
I'll lull you into a false sense of security where you think there's no way you can lose, and then I'll rig the game.
Yeah, you probably did that with RPK as well.
Wow, that's dark. I took him out of action. No, I'll never do anything to hurt the tank. He'd destroy me. Either way, here we go again. Pushing onto the B site. Much more passive this time. Potter still manages to get 1. And actually, Ray gets another. Again, still making things very costly with these P250s, but Benita will just finish everyone off. That cleans things up, make things a lot safer. 4 rounds is the difference now. CT side still haven't built up a huge amount of money, but they've got enough that if they did lose a round, they would still be buying, or at least buying something.
No.
The question is, can American Eagles now win themselves a round? This would be... Well, this would be a horrible way to lose the first map. I think if they do lose this first map, there is no way they're coming back in the second. Because that will be a crushing defeat. Whether you're taking this 100% serious or not. If you're this far up and you lose...
That's tilting.
Yeah. Tilt me at least, but it doesn't take much to tilt me. Here we go. Benita with the push. It actually takes down Potter. However, very quick trade from Ray. Die going to go peeking. And the player advantage is kept. Oh, and the bomb!
That's huge.
Oh, that is just brutal. Through the smoke. Bomb dropped. I think that's round over. They're going to need a miracle here. Aggression from Emmy. The timing's going to be just perfect, isn't it? Absolutely perfect. Goodbye, Artstar. And Elite, Glass Cannon AWP, has a Molotov, and actually wins the duel. Die holding the angle. Can't find that, but just around the corner, lurking, will be Jennifer. That doesn't get much easier than that. 14-11. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think American Eagles might be taking a leaf out of Team Liquid's book with these chokes.
Whew. That was a quite sick round from Diane. She had a hard time so far, but first of all the refrag and then the kill through the smoke, dropping the bomb. I mean, it's not only that CLG Red is slowly coming back. Losing a round like that is just so tilting as well. So it's gonna play with the mentality even more than a normal round win. So slowly but surely, CLG Red is grinding their way back into it. 11-14. Can they win 5 more in a row? Because I said that, American Eagle is probably gonna take the round.
Oh, Jennifer doesn't like that.
Okay, never mind.
Elite 1v5? Question mark? No. 14-12. Oh, my prediction is starting to worry me a bit. I'm not a coward. I will not swap. CLG have actually called a pause here, but it's technical.
Technical, yeah.
Okay. Well, normally at LAN events, which unfortunately, well, we're at a LAN center at least, but we are not in America, and neither. Well, I was going to say neither of these, but they actually are. Anyway, back to the point. This is not on LAN. So normally on LANs, if it's a technical timeout, you cannot talk. I highly doubt anybody is stopping American Eagles from talking in this situation.
Yeah.
So this should give them a little bit of time to actually talk over what they want to be doing in this round. Have they spotted any weaknesses or any common traits coming out from the CT side, who are now starting to sort of build into confidence that we've seen from American Eagles with the aggression we saw into Squeaky, the boost coming over into mid. They're definitely starting to get into their game. I sort of jokingly said, hey, you know what? They're going to pull it all off on the CT side. But they really are. They've
really
had
are.
some close rounds. They could have been out of this game already with some of the things that have occurred. But at the same time, the difference is now down to 2. And American Eagles, I would even say they look like they're getting onto the back foot of this game.
Definitely looking way weaker, and CLG Red way stronger. You could already see in how confident they're hitting those shots, while they almost lost some rounds. Or they actually did. Yeah, they actually lost some rounds against Nico as well, of American Eagles, where they're just pushing in. You miss a spray down you normally easily would hit. Now they hit those. And
I genuinely thought you said Nico for a second, and I was like, Nico? Oh. I was like, that's a bit cheap, isn't it? Just getting the second best player in the world to come in. Or maybe it's the Danish one. Then again, he can't play either, so let's move on. Emily. Oh, she's going to meet her maker. Benita with sheer aggression. They really have built up some confidence here, and Milk will at least turn the tide back. However, these are the sort of plays that will strike the fear of God into American Eagles. You know that there will be players pushing anywhere on the map, but the remainder are all passive. Once again, we're going to see Emmy over towards that back box in checkers, which last time was a real bane in the side of this T side. Now Jennifer is going to look for the peak. Potter wins the battle, and that leaves only Die here. She has been playing very well with the AWP, but she's going to have to do something special. Nobody else will be rotating in to help her. Looks for the spot, doesn't hit the shot, and it is looking like a 15th round may just be on the card here, unless, of course, Promise and Emmy can pull off a 2v4. Well, they aren't armed to the teeth with utility. Molotov going to be trying to clear out one of the closer angles, but that's going to be the main one. 2 players currently sat over towards quad. However, it's now all on Emmy, and they dual peak together. 15-12. It's OT or bust for CLG Red, but at least they do have the money to rebuy.
And CLG Red getting a bit overconfident because they knew Potter was there in the door, and then Jennifer is just going for the peak and loses the duel, and the bomb site is open because you only have 1 player left, and you just push into her and kill her. 15-12. CLG Red still on a bye. Could reset them and then get this into overtime, but still doubting. Still doubting.
You gotta stick to your guns, Joss. It's better to be wrong and stick to them than be right. That's really not true most of the time, but that's what I do. I would rather just stick to my guns and be wrong. But either way, Emmy, secondary AWP, picked up, starts things off onto Artstar. Now, most of the time, when CLG Red have got that opening kill and there hasn't been a quick trade, they have been there to win the rounds. They're actually going to continue with aggression. Complete control of A main already gathered. Flashbang and the push should have been heard by Potter. So that should give the information to her team that there will be players coming that way. Emelite is actually going to be setting up smokes over towards Z, and Milk is ready and waiting. Already takes down Benita, but there's a second player that they do not expect, and that's actually the bomb. Already will be dropped. The rotation can't really come in yet, and Potter somehow walks out to the side. Die is unable to stop her because of the smoke, and Potter is trying to make this play alone. Die now goes back past her and misses another shot. 2 rounds in a row where this opener has gone the way of American Eagles. Both players, they're actually going to be flanking through Squeaky. Now, the real question is, did the door get closed behind? No, it did not. So they have a chance here. May not expect, definitely won't expect 2 players. The question is, will they expect anybody to be coming back through Squeaky? Yes, they will. Emmy is spotted. Molotov going to be thrown out to try and deny the push, but Promise is actually just going to go running straight through it. And Emmy burns alive. It's coming down to this once again. The flames doing the damage, and Promise has to try and clutch 1 versus 2. Run straight into the arms of her opponent, but Emilite misses the shot. It is all or nothing here. Potter into the 1 versus 1. The replacement versus the old guard, and the old guard will win it. Potter 16-12. American Eagles, they got our hearts racing there a little bit, Josh.
That's true.
CLG Red cannot bring it back. Question I have for you, though, is Is it going to be the reverse sweep? Do you think CLG Red can turn the tide? Are you sticking with your prediction? Are you sticking to your guns like I do? Or are you going to switch?
I still think CLG Red is going to take it 2-1.
He's sticking to his guns. I can respect that. Although, if he is wrong, I will rub it in like no end. But we are going to be heading off to a break. I'm pretty sure Harry may be jumping in for a little bit. For those of you who know Harry, he's going to take the next map, of course, with the big man, Josh. And, yeah, I'll probably see you guys anon. We'll be back after the break with map number 2, which is it Inferno? We don't know. There'll be a map after the break.
Yeah.
The World Electronic Sports Games now enters the crucial final stretch. The American qualifiers kick off on February 1st. And during 4 intense match days, the best teams of the region will battle for $233,000. And more importantly, the highly sought-after slots at the Grand Finals in China. The best of the best will play for the championship title from the 12th to the 18th of March in Haiku at the WESG Grand Finals and $3,920,000 prize pool. Cheer for your country and join WESG.